This video has been trending on Instagram. Yaba Left posted it, and then of course Beanie Blogger also posted it of Pastor Femi Lazarus. Some ladies have been dragging him, of course, on this video. We have to listen to it first, and I would really want to get your opinions on this as a community, because many of you watching are ladies, and of course brothers. Let's listen to what the ladies are writing, because a man of God is speaking now, and we have to listen to understand, not just to reply. Let's listen to Apostle Femi Lazarus.
Guys, watch out for this in the person you want to marry, is that you need to learn the heart of peace. Now, the opposite of a peaceful woman is a contentious woman. And I like to tell the guy that in all honesty, the hips won't matter for long. The pink lips won't matter for long. They are okay. The physique and all those things won't matter for long. At some point in your life, when reality sets in, you will need peace more than anything else. And do you know you can know a peaceful woman before you marry her? People believe some demonic stuff. Can I talk to you a bit? Some demonic stuff like women's head used to touch, like a woman may not even know what's wrong with her, just want to cause trouble. Have you seen things like that? It's demonic. It's not true. That's not your nature. You are not your temperament. Temperaments are real, but you are spirit controlled. Now, when I'm having my menstrual flow, I just get angry, I get provoked, I can talk anyhow. You should know that the way I woke up this morning, that something is happening. So I'm not shut up. Deborah had menstrual flow in the Bible. It didn't begin with you. Esther had menstrual flow. And you are quiet. It looks like, Pastor, you are not understanding what we women go through. I said Esther had menstrual flow in the Bible, and she was married to a king. She honored him. Talk to me now. She honored him. I never saw anywhere in the Bible any woman complain that I'm hungry because I'm having menstrual. You are simply not a peaceful person. Period. You like wahala. Just like trouble. Your mood is not you. You have the Holy Ghost to regulate. And I'm saying this, listen, because lack of peace in the home is a master key in the hands of the devil. It will come with destruction, hunger, and pain. Guys, watch out for this in the person you want to marry.
Okay, so this was apparently an advice to men that they should watch out for the things he's talking about for someone they want to marry. So me as a single man, of course, I have to watch out for this. You have to know that the person that is speaking here is also someone married. I think his wife would be like every other woman out there, and also gets to experience what happens every month. Some people don't even have it every month. Some people have situations whereby, you know, for some reason it might be a different month, then it should be regular. But the women, I noticed something about the women that came for him, which was also posted by this blog. I'm going to play the videos one by one. But one thing I took out from there was when he said that your mood is not you. We understand that when it comes to our ladies, our sisters, to a great extent, they are more filial in the way when it comes to their feelings. The feelings of a woman, it can go up, it can go down. Sometimes even how they get to live and move with you to a great extent has to be based on how they feel about you. Their feelings, of course, you don't just play with it. But being in that particular period, sometimes they get to have pain, they get to have cramps, a lot of different things can go on in their mind. They also have control. Yeah, because you will not say because you're having cramps and all of that, you go to work and then you go and talk to your boss anyhow, or go and insult your colleagues or something, because they would not only you don't, so you would know that when you are in that kind of environment, you have to comport yourself and put yourself under control. Just like how maybe when you are going to church as well, maybe depending on how the background you come from, some churches are strict on you don't get to carry your phone or something. You know that here there's a way you have to behave here. But when it comes to people that you are free with, people that you can be yourself with, I understand where a lady would just be in her element or be in her emotions or just play according to her mood, than when she is actually in a controlled environment where she can put her mood on that subjection. Like we read in the Bible, even the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. Last time when I was discussing about Omopa, when he passed, something happened in the meeting where a woman was screaming. He just told the person, shut up, keep quiet. The spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. You know, that being a bit of a disorder or something. You get the point of what I'm saying. So if a woman is acting like that towards you, which is normal, which can be normal because of their persona, or would I say, it could be a sign that she is free with you. She can be herself and just move in her emotions as well for you or towards you, which as a man you would also have to understand that, okay, it's that time, so either let me be more caring, let me be more understanding. Is one of those things that happen. If the woman also cares about your own mental health. Some guys are pure alpha sigma people, some are pure nice guy. I won't say simp, so they might be more concerning. There are some people they will not even care. Sure. In fact, yeah, that time that is happening with you, their goal is just to make sure they are as absent as possible from you even seeing them before you just channel that emotion to them. But some can be there, of course, to be understanding. But if you are as a lady, would I say, like he was giving an example from the Bible, honor or have this sense of, I'm not saying you cannot be yourself towards your significant other for your man, and you know that this attitude sometimes also affects his own peace, because men, we don't joke with our peace. So, I don't joke with my peace. Peace be unto you. You also can be, also you can be controlled, or would I say spirit controlled, if I'm to say so, like he puts it in that context. This is my 2 cents on that, but he makes spiritual sense. But you see, aside spirituality, we now talk about reality, which most time, of course, has to be subject onto what the spirit defines if we are living according to the spirit. Okay, so let's look at some of the reactions.
That you need to learn.
You are a man, you don't have periods, you have never had periods. What gave you the audacity or the temerity to come online and talk about women's periods or women's bodies? What gave you the right? And for you to be referencing the Bible is such a weird thing to do, because
the person that is talking now is not a Christian, is someone that is against anything Christianity. So you have to understand the point for where this person is coming from. I know her page on Instagram. I've seen a couple of her videos here and there, and you have to understand why she's speaking like this, even speaking about the Bible like this. But either she coming from the standpoint of a woman, talking about what gives him the right, at least he's someone that is married, he has a wife and has a pekin, so maybe he speaks from an understanding. That's why for me, I think I've told you many times, most of the time I find it difficult really listening to, what I say, relationship advice or marriage advice from people who have not been there. You know, Paul is a different person in the Bible that was speaking by the Spirit of God. We get that, of course, like the apostles. But when it comes to now listening to someone that has been married before, maybe divorced, or someone that is married, feels more believable to me than someone that is just head knowledge speaking. You get that? But this woman, of course, she's married and she stays abroad. Let's continue with what she has to say. You get my point?
The Bible does not even count women. Women were not even counted in the Bible. They only count men. That is how patriarchal the Bible is. They don't even rate women enough to count them. And even when Bible talks about period, it talks about it as something unclean. And because women are unclean, when they are seeing their period, they have to hide. They cannot even pray in the temples when they are seeing their periods. So bold of you to think that the Bible that talks about period in such a disgusting manner would have the patience to talk about women experiences during their periods. And this is supposed to be common sense. And I thought you guys are supposed to be educated. Pastors, I thought you are supposed to be educated. Especially Femi Lazarus. You should know better. But men are men, Sha. Men are men. Anyway, if you know little or nothing about periods, for you to be stereotyping women based on period like that, please ask your wife. Ask your mother. Ask the women around you. All those sisters in the Lord that you are coaching, all your daughters in Christ. Ask them, what does period mean to them? What does period do to them? How is their body when they are on their period? Ask them about their experiences. That's if you genuinely want to know about periods. And mind you, periods are different for different people. And people that have endometriosis, PCOS, they have excruciating period pain when they have periods. So as you are asking, ask women based on their unique differences and unique experiences. And before you do that, please, even after you do that, please, you are not supposed to be having opinion about women's bodies. You are not a woman. You don't have periods. So it is not in your place to have an opinion about it. If you are desperate enough to want to have an opinion about women's bodies, maybe you should go and transition to a woman so that you have women experiences so that you can talk about women. But for now, please, mature. You are a man. You don't have periods.
So that was very direct. Maybe in situations like this, some of you have you guys met this woman that is very popular? I think she's always talking about her husband. My husband do this. She cheated. Oh, my husband for the woman. Hi, did you even know that woman? So please tell me her name. I want to sit down and watch her for some time, because anytime I'm scrolling on Instagram, I always see her video. I'm like, hey, this husband, the way like He's a celebrity that nobody know him. Make you no come tomorrow, come show or say, this is my husband I've been talking about to I beg.
Your spouse was not sent to make you happy. Hear me well before you say I do. Marriage was not made to make you happy. Marriage was made to make you holy. So your spouse will be God's instrument of holiness in your life. Nobody annoys you anywhere else in this world as much as your spouse or your lover. If I'm walking on the street and some random silly man says to me, Madam, you are very stupid. You think, what will I do? I'll just look and say, this one don't matter. He doesn't even know me. But if I come back home and my husband, whom I've been with for decades, looks at me and says, my wife, you are stupid though. Hey, do you understand? Your partner is God's instrument to pull holiness out of you. So God will continue to use them like sandpaper. So that's what God will use your partner to do in your life. So if you are thinking that you're going to marry somebody and then it will be all of me, your eye will clear. Because it's those songs you hear and you think that it's all butter and bread.
Because you don't collect woto. Even though she said that the husband, told her to share these stories for others to learn. But why I'm mentioning her is that if a woman is the one speaking this or talking about things like this, it will be more acceptable. But when it's coming from a man, the idea would be that he doesn't understand what it feels like to be there. Just like how I was saying, me liking to listen to marriage advice and stuff from men who are married or who have been married before or something. I don't know if you understand. So I get the point where she's coming from. What she said about, you having your period and being unclean in the Old Testament is a fact, and all of that. And I know where she's coming from as a person. But the cycle now continues to some other people who still came out to speak, like this one.
Yeah, just because you are a religious leader doesn't give you the right to have an opinion on a woman's body, right? Women's biology, what happens internally, what happens externally. I don't think just because you are a religious leader of any sort, right, and you happen to be a man and you happen to have an audience, I don't think you have that right. Like, please, if you want to preach Islam, preach your Islam. If you want to preach your Christianity, preach your Christianity. If you want to do your Buddhism, do your Buddhism. But don't come out here, right, and behave like you guys don't know what hormonal imbalance is. You don't know that there are phases in our, menstrual cycle. Like, don't come out here and gaslight us. Don't gaslight our bodies. You're not a woman. You are just, anybody can do what you do. You're just a freaking religious leader. I can wake up tomorrow and change my mind and be like, you know what, I want to become a minister. Like, give it a rest. Yeah, just because you are a religious leader doesn't
now, of course, what do you notice with this pattern? The person talking here, obviously, I would say is not a Christian. Is also in the atheistic community or Gnostic community. However, and even from the language, of course, you can see how she speaks. What she speaks, of course, is facts, and probably it's just see all these short videos. 1 minute Instagram video. We don't detach people. Things happen. Just like last time when he was trending about the whole history about Mary Slessor and all of that the Freeze had to come, even Sheon Kuti had to come for things happen. Then one last person, of course, spoke about, based on what has been posted online, this lady also came and spoke. And the same pattern as well, these people are
Femi
not
Lazarus,
Christians.
shut up. Shut up, Mechiano. Shut up. What would it take for you to shut up? I really need you to shut the fuck up. Mechi Shut up. I never saw any woman in the Bible that was complaining about menstruation. You were a fool. You won't get that. You are not. You were cookie. Then note he did not come on king now.
Okay, I don't think I can continue with this one because the language is not too good. She's calling him names. I think sometimes when maybe the person that just spoke now is in her period now, or maybe sorry ma, I cannot just stand and say I didn't look at that video before I play. I didn't look at it before. Now if I had seen it, I wouldn't have included that video here. But the words she's speaking are very, very insulting. Not good at all. But you see, Be careful of our sisters. Sisters, please give us some education in the comments so that maybe our brothers that are watching, they can learn from your comments. We don't know too well. Me, I don't. Things where I don't know, be plenty. God help me. All is well. Till I see you next time in the next video. Let's respect one another, respect our bodies. And if I'm to advise, like I said before, maybe in this kind of preaching, I don't know if his wife preaches with him in ministry or something. If a woman is the one talking about this, maybe other women would, they would accept it with grace, or maybe she would have spoken it in a different way that would be more acceptable. Till I see you next time as well. Stay blessed. You are loved. Bye-bye.